This is Marcin and Mike. We're here at Canon stand at Photokina 2016 in Köln, and we want to tell you a little bit more about the Mark IV Canon 5D. A lot of information is already out there, but just from the chat we had, there's a lot of unknown little quirks and tweaks to the camera that people might not be aware of. Can we talk maybe a little bit even about the getting rid of heat when it's filming? Like, I was just very surprised with how the camera is built.
The camera obviously has some headline specifications, and that's what we market, but there's so many changes we've done to the camera underneath that maybe doesn't grab everyone's attention, but they're quite important and they're buried down in the spec sheets lower down. So for example, we now make the subframe in the camera out of aluminium. Aluminium is a great heat disperser, so the camera can stay cooler when it's shooting 4K for longer. But obviously, the great trade-off, aluminium is lighter than steel, so the weight has gone down by using this system.
Another fantastic feature you mentioned is the direct Ftp transfer, which
again,
I find very interesting for pro work.
Everyone talks about built-in Wi-Fi, but for me the killer feature is you have FTP. Every other camera on the market does smartphones, great, but FTP is what's used by professionals. You can shoot direct from the camera and send the images straight off to your head office, clients, whatever.
So we spoke of a few things, and talking about video, I know that Mark IV has a really revolutionary, a fantastic focusing capabilities, right?
Yeah, again, we've introduced into this camera the dual pixel AF system, which we use mainly for the video and live view. But what it basically does, it takes the standard kind of AF system you have in your Pro-end Canon camera and actually put it into the sensor itself, which means it can measure how far a subject is away and drive the lens to that point rather than having to hunt and check focusing. So you get very fast and very smooth focusing. And that's the important bit, because the programmers in Japan have done a great job, is because we as people have been educated about focusing in videos from watching Hollywood films and TV, and you get a very smooth, slow focus pull. What we don't want is that horrible 1980s camcorder effect where it jumps back and forward. That's really horrible to the eye. So you've been expecting a professional focus, which is a slow change. And that's what the camera does. So you literally just touch between places and the camera will do a slow focus pull. You can speed it up or slow it down if you want to in the menu to achieve the look you want. The coating on the back of the camera has changed, so it's no longer polarized. If you wear polarized sunglasses, so when you turn it vertically, it no longer blacks out. I loved that when I first found that out. You just go, whoa! That you can customize the screen on the back, so you can bring, with the touchscreen, you can have all your favorite functions just at a touch away.
That's great.
So you've got your buttons here, but then you can have direct access to other key features. Simple. Sometimes
you ask yourself why no one is actually making a customizable screen at the back, and Canon again.
And if that's not enough, you can also have your own customized menus that you can rename, so you can actually put all your card settings onto your own menu. But there's lots of menus and lots of features that not everyone needs, but you can now group them together and call them what you want to call them. The camera becomes your camera rather than just a generic 5D Mark IV. It's specific to you, and all the buttons are where you want them to be. So let's a few words about its video capabilities. Yeah, again, one of the big things is 4K, up to 30 frames per second. You can shoot to compact flash or SD. The SD card has to have a relatively fast speed of about 90 megabytes per second. But obviously with the 4K, you can also have the dual pixel AF system as well. It's got full HD up to 60 frames per second, or HD up to 120 frames per second. You can also, with the new app with Wi-Fi, you can even control the volume, the audio meters on your phone, so you can monitor that. Yeah, so you've got more control. Well, thank you very much for all the information. I'm looking forward to putting my hands on the Mark IV as well. Thank you. And we're meeting him. He's a Canon specialist for the mirrorless camera, so I think this is the best person we can get to talk about.
I hope I don't disappoint you.
No, I don't think so, Like, this camera has so many interesting features that are really cutting edge at the current market, that there's a lot to talk about, but let's go basics. I mean, this is APS-C And it's how many megapixels?
It's 24.2 megapixels.
Right. We were just chatting before, and you were saying that the focusing system on this camera is the best that Canon can really put into the camera at this stage, right?
Correct. So 2-pixel CMOS AF is what we have in this camera right now. So it's a renowned technology that we have in our Cinema EOS, 1DX Mark II, 5D Mark IV, and the EOS 80D. So for this camera specifically, dual-pixel CMOS AF and the new processor, Digit 7, what that gives the customer and your customer is the fact that it's very fast and very reliable focus, accurate focus.
And that's what you need.
And that's what you need. So great pin-sharp pictures, reliably, and that's what we will want. My favorite thing about this is the fact that you can use a touchscreen while you're using a viewfinder.
Okay.
So imagine imagine a multi-controller on a 7D Mark II and 5D Mark III. So your thumb rests on here. So what that means is you can use the viewfinder and you can use the thumb to change where your autofocus points.
So it's not automatically switching. You can actually leave the screen working while you're looking through the viewfinder and then work. Okay, that's a very interesting option. Yeah. Can you customize what's the layout of the actual screen and the functions on it?
You can, yes.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
So what you can do is, so I'm right-eyed, so what that means is I can use the right-hand portion of the screen is free.
Okay.
But if you're left-eyed, like my colleague, he uses the left-hand portion of the screen, so you can customize all of that. So this camera is actually connected to, my phone right now. So what I can do is I can put this camera down in my camera bag. As long as it's sleeping, awake, so to speak, I can use it to wake up the camera, and I would say if I want an image that I shot, I really need to transfer it onto my phone and share it to social media. I can just use my phone to wake it up without
So you can
touching.
actually pull out the image from the camera, not so much as in transmit the image from camera to the phone.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's very interesting function. Actually, I love that idea.
To be sitting anywhere within range, I can control it with my Bluetooth device, and it will jump to Wi-Fi automatically.
Thank you.
Thank you.